Welcome to the Homegirl Podcast. I am your host, Abby Cornelius. This is episode 19, but the very first episode of 2023. And I am so excited to talk to you today about what I would be doing with my team today if I had my sales team, and what I've been doing with myself and my business partners, which is goal setting, goal planning, goal crushing, all things vision casting, if you will. So let's talk about this. I had a tradition as a sales manager on my team that we would do one of our first sales meetings of the year. We would talk about what was our goals for 2023, and we would share personal and professional goals, and we would make vision boards, if you will, all of that good stuff. So I have been working on this for me. I actually started this in December, and I want to share with you some of the tools and resources that I use when creating my own personal plan for a new year. And really, you can do this anytime. It doesn't have to be January. This is just when you want to get really clear about a change or a goal that you want to go for, and how do you attack it? And how do you attack it in a way that is not burdensome, not overwhelming, not another friggin' thing on your to-do list that you have to do, but where it's fun, it's easy, it's actionable, and you get results. And so that's what I want to talk to you about today, because that's what life should be about, right? It should be about chasing something in a way that is exciting and fun and not burdensome. So Abby of yesteryear is really good at setting these amazing lofty goals, setting my expectations so high, having zero plan, and then within 2 weeks realizing that didn't work, and then I just kind of like throw in the towel and give up. And that's not a good trait, everybody. We need to not do that. But I think we're all guilty of that, right? We're all guilty of, holy shit, I need to get some sales. So sales manager throws a phone-a-thon, and you all make prospecting calls for 3 hours. And yes, you get a burst of sales, but you only get a burst of sales. And then the next week, you're back down in the dumps. And same thing, like I want to start a new diet. Yay, I'm so excited. I'm going to eat paleo, organic, blah, blah, blah. And I spend $6,000 at the grocery store, and I eat half of the food, and I realize this is not sustainable because I have small children that still want chicken nuggets and Kraft mac and cheese. And boom, my diet's, blown, right? Or I could go through a million of these examples. Or I'm going to become the next CrossFit Games athlete, and I'm going to go from Abby, who can't really even run a mile, to going to CrossFit 6 times a week for an hour and a half. And it's just not sustainable, right? And it's not realistic because it's so far from where we are that then this gap it's too hard to go over. So we just say, fuck it, excuse me, and we just don't do it. So I want to talk to you about how to go from, okay, if you do want to be a CrossFit Games athlete, or you do want to be a consistently successful salesperson, or you do want to just make better food choices, how can you create a system that supports that change in a way that's fun, easy, and actionable? And so I'm going to share with you some of my tips and tricks that I've used throughout the years, and some new stuff I added in this year. So my first tried and true tip for when it comes to long-term success is the book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. So if you haven't read it, check out my show notes. I'll have a link for you to grab it, or just, go to Amazon. Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You can also follow Darren Hardy. He's one of my mentors that doesn't know he's a mentor. I listen to his content every day. He has a Darren daily email that he sends out. He talks a lot about leadership and entrepreneurship, but he has a real estate background, so I always found it kind of relevant for home building. But anyway, his book, The Compound Effect, is awesome for resetting your mindset about what true success looks like. And he runs through the gamut of examples of, would you take $100,000 today, or a penny that compounds every day over 30 days? Which one do you think is the better investment? And he goes through this example of how that penny compounded ends up being way more money than just a little sum today. And so it's that mindset shift of, I don't need the phone-a-thon to be successful. I don't need the entirely dump my pantry and my refrigerator to change to healthy habits. What I do need to do is find something that's so small, so easy that I can't say no to it, and then build and build um and just stay like insanely consistent. And I'm going to tell you personally, I love setting and achieving goals. I'm very goal driven. I've done all of the things to reach the goals, but the times that it's stuck is when I took this mindset of so small that I can't say no, so easy that it's unavoidable, and so fun or reward the of reward tied to it that you're excited to get on path with whatever this mission is. So let's break down some of these tips and tools and resources that I have. So Compound Effect, read that, get your mindset. It's a super quick read. I read it every couple of years. It's also really great for those of you that do have professional goals, sales goals. I used this when I was a trainer at Ryan Holmes. I used this book to kind of support that mantra of sales as a planned activity. There are small little things that if we do them every day, they guarantee our results. And that can be following up, that can be, touch points with your customers, that can be weekly meetings with your construction team. There are consistent things that we do, and when we execute them, it makes us a well-rounded, successful salesperson. So that book will help you kind of think about that, but it could also help you personally if you do have a health or wellness goal or a financial goal or I want to spend more time doing hobbies or exploring things that I love. Any of that, it covers it all. So that's a great one to reset your mindset. I also want to encourage you to just get old-fashioned paper and pen. Just take some notes about things that are important and things that you would like to see for the future. And that's what I like to call like your mission statements. Like I want to be um I want to be a vibrant, healthy, active mom. I want to be a super present and loving and thoughtful wife. I want to be a highly successful business owner. Those are like the big arching statements. And then you need to think about the habits. Like, what does that person look like? What does a successful business owner look like? What habits do they have? And how can I start implementing those in a fun and easy way in my life? I was gifted this book at Christmas, Atomic Habits by James Clear. I know it's been recommended to me over the years, and I just never got around to reading it. And I said that to my mother-in-law, so she got it for me, which was awesome. And I'm almost done it. And I feel like this should be the second book in the series to the Compound Effect. So the Compound Effect is like, hey, dude, get out of your head. Stop thinking about these big sweeping changes. You just need to be consistent as hell to get the progress that you want in life. And then this one, it teaches you how to create small micro habits, then stack them, making them fun and rewarding so that you get that consistency that you need to get the results you want. Also teaches you how to break habits, and it's all proven and tested, and it's amazing. So this has been huge for me as I kind of think differently in 2023. And then I got this little gem here called the Full Focus Planner. I got this in December. I saw it on Amy Porterfield. She promotes this as one of her tools that she uses for her business and just sanity. And it's amazing. So it does have a section where you write down your goals. So you get clear about your mission, you write down your habits, you track your habits, and then it has a daily kind of like guide to keep you on track. So it's kind of like your daily calendar, if you will, like my old school calendar. I love paper and pen. And I love that visual of saying, hey, I did this today. I did this today. I worked out today. I stayed on my nutrition plan today. I spent quality time with my husband this week. I, was consistent in my showing up in my business. I did my follow-up calls, whatever that is, it's trackable in here. And it's just wonderful because this can be a version of a mentor. So for those of you who follow me, you kind of know I have this 4-part framework for change, and it's mission, mindset, momentum, and mentorship. And so mentorship can come in a lot of forms and fashions. Some of it can be people you follow on social media. Like I talked about listening to Darren Hardy, listening to this podcast can be a form of mentorship. A guide like this Full Focus Planner can be a form of mentorship because it'll hold you accountable. Or finding somebody who is where you want to go. Of course, that's the ultimate form of mentorship and will help escalate that momentum. But momentum comes through the habit and the habit tracking. And I think that's what you, or what I at least, am really going to be focusing on in 2023. I'm great at casting a vision. I'm great at even saying, hey, here's the baseline of habits that I need to execute to reach those goals. But it's that consistency and follow through, that consistency in gaining that momentum and understanding that a week of a diet is not going to get you to your goal. 6 months of a diet will probably get you there, but can you stick it out for those 6 months? And so for me, my phrase, if you will, for 2023, or my word of 2023 is Big Mo, which comes out of Darren Hardy's book. He talks about momentum and how, these coal powered trains, it takes a lot of time to get them up and running, but once it's going, like, who's going to stop it but Superman? And so for me, I need that big mo in my life. I need that consistency. I need to just do the thing to do the thing, because I know the thing's going to get the result. And I need to just trust that process and trust the system that I put in place and let the results just come. And so that's what I would be encouraging. And I am going to be encouraging my coaching clients on this year is, what habits do you have in place? What habits are good that support your mission, your personal mission, your professional mission? What habits do you have that are bad? And how can we make adjustments to find fun, easy, actionable things that we can do every day that get us closer to what we want? It doesn't have to be a heavy, guys. It doesn't have to be, like I said, that big, like, clear out your kitchen, clear out your pantry. Although those moments are nice and sometimes they are necessary, most long-term sustainable change and success is in the mundane and the repeatable. And I feel like I like the shiny, glitzy, glammy things. And sometimes we chase those, and that's not really where the beauty in this life is. It is in the repeatable and consistent things. I joke, about, I'm sure we've all done this, right? Like, we have a family member or a friend who's really wealthy, and it's like they constantly say no to things. And you're like, well, they never do anything. And it's like, well, that's because that's their mission. Their mission is to save money. And they have enormous security and enormous peace of mind because they make these decisions that are leading to that success. And they're unwavered by it. And they're willing to say no to things today because tomorrow looks brighter for them. And that's kind of part of being a grown up. And so maybe in 2023, we all need to just kind of like grow up a little bit, say, hey, you know what I'm doing may not be, sexy and fun today, but how's it going to make me feel tomorrow? And I posted something last year, and while I was reading Atomic Habits, it kind of sparked again in me. And it's this concept of today's world. We have this mindset of, once I have this, then I can do this thing, and then I'll become that person, right? So if I want to, let's talk about it in sales world, right? Like, once I have the title of top salesperson, then I'll start doing all these things, because then I will be whoever I was. I will be that top salesperson. I will exude that. Where it's like, what about instead? What if we just become that person and do the things that that person does, and then we will have that title or that accolade or that award? And so for me, I need to stop thinking about, when it comes to my health, once I have this weight loss number or magical clothing size in my mind, once I have that, then I'll start doing the things, because then I'll be a healthy person. That's not how it works. I need to become that healthy person. I need to start figuring out, what would that healthy person do? What choices would they make so that they can do the things like be more active and eat healthy foods? And then I will have that goal, that result. So try to flip the script on yourself a little bit. Try to just become who you want to be before you even have the thing that you think gives you that title and that umbrella, if you will. I hope y'all found this helpful. Again, like I said, in the show notes, I will have a link to the Compound Effect, to Atomic Habits, and to the Full Focus Planner. I really hope that you have at least one big, fun, and exciting thing that you're looking to accomplish in 2023, and that these tools and mindsets help you get on a path to create the habits that will get you there. I'm here cheering you on always, and cannot wait to see what 2023 has in store for you and for me. Bye for now.